কৃষ্ণ দাসে করে জন মোর কৃষ্ণ দাসে করে জন রাধা গোবিন্দ প্রেমে সদা রাধা গোবিন্দ প্রেমে সদা
We have a next part of the program. We're going to have Sunday lecture. by Her Grace Radhabhava Mataji. Radhabhava Mataji, she is the direct descendant of His Holiness Srila Prabhupada Swami Maharaj. Let's welcome her by chanting Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama. So Radhabhava Mataji, she is actually good wife of Adi Gadadhara Prabhu. Adi Gadadhara Prabhu is the director for the Metro Atlanta for Bhakti Vriksha program. This huge place, Atlanta, means Metro Atlanta, is a huge place, and is the director for our Bhakti Vriksha program on behalf of Iskcon Atlanta. And the Bhakti Vriksha program is a very unique program that Iskcon has set for all of you, that you can practice your Bhakti devotional service at your own place, at your own home, at your own neighborhood. So this is a beautiful program. If you want to know more about it, you can also talk to her. She knows so much about this, and she's been doing it very successfully all over Atlanta. So we're really thankful for her husband and her service to Iskcon Atlanta for doing this special Bhakti Vriksha program. This program actually is to please the previous Acharya. Previous Acharya means the Acharyas who are coming from the disciplic succession in our Sampradaya. They all had this great desire that how to include everyone, despite of their varna, color, or their nationality, how they can come in contact with Krishna consciousness. So this is a unique program that has been set by our parampara, our acharyas, and they are continuing their service. So we're really thankful for doing that. And there are now, we see there are many, many people from all kinds of background. People are joining this Krishna conscious movements. So this is a very unique gift to the human society, which is known as Bhakti Vriksha program or Namhatta program. So Radhabhava Mataji should be speaking about arrival of Prabhupada into USA. How Prabhupada came here and started this movement. So we'll get to hear more about from her. And then after the lecture, we'll have mini arati for the Sunday sponsor. And then also I'd like to know that anyone who has a children, if you have a children, I think 5 or above 5, you can go to the next building. It's called Discovery Center. You can go there, and they have a very nice Sunday school, which is headed by our Kamalakshi Mataji and Ujjeshwari Mataji. So you can go there, you can take your children there, and they will arrange a class for them. And then there will be mini arati, then there will be more kirtan, then there will be more announcement, then there will be prasada for everyone. Thank you very much for coming. Hare Krishna.
Brother श्रीरूपं साग्रजातां सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपदान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णा करुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिका कान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी श्रीराधे वृन्दावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामीति नामिने जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंद हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे हरे श्रील प्रभुपाद की जय हरे कृष्णा dear devotees please accept my humble obeisances and I feel very blessed and fortunate to be here in Srila Prabhupada's family today. We have many esteemed senior Vaishnavas here who are very humbling, very inspiring and very empowering and thank you for being amongst all of us today. So the topic that was given to me today by His Grace Shri Muniti Prabhu was to speak about Srila Prabhupada's arrival. So we all have read Leelamrit, most of us have. We all know that Srila Prabhupada, he arrived in the United States on September 17th, 1965. So today, I thought that we would stop and remember Srila Prabhupada and his incredible journey and his incredible sacrifice to come to the West and to give us the most precious gift that we have all received, and that is the gift of Krishna consciousness. In this way, we will develop gratitude for what we have developed we will develop gratitude for what he has given us. In Sanskrit, the word gratitude means kritagya, and kritagya literally means to know what someone has really done for us. So today we will reflect on how Srila Prabhupada made a great sacrifice to come and save us. In 1922, we all know that Srila Prabhupada was then called Abhay Charan De, and he was a little reluctant to come and meet Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada said that he had seen many sadhus, but none of them had stirred his heart or none of them had attracted him or moved him. Therefore, he was a little skeptical initially to meet Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. And then of course we know that his friend Narendra Nath convinced him, and Narendra Nath told him that no, listen Abhay Charan, there is a very saintly person that you must meet. He is different and he is very special. His words, his aura, his devotional power, his spiritual standing is unparalleled. You must meet him. So they went to the Ultadanga Junction in Calcutta, and there was a house, and there in that house, in veranda, Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur was lecturing. And of course, we all know that nothing happens by chance. Everything is an arrangement of Krishna. One time, Srila Prabhupada was giving us a lecture, and he said, "Who knew that I would come to the shelter of my spiritual master?" He said, "Who knew that I would come to America? And who knew that I would be sitting amongst all of you all here, giving Krishna consciousness to all of you all?" So all these are Krishna's arrangements. We cannot understand these things which Krishna has arranged. So all along, the transcendental plan was being conspired by Krishna to bring Srila Prabhupada to the western shores. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, he told Srila Prabhupada that why don't you spread the Krishna conscious movement in English all over the world. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada was actually echoing the words of Chaitanya Charitamrita. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is given, Bharat Bhumi Hoila Manusya Janmajar Janma Sartha Kari Kara Para Upakar. Bharat Bhumi Hoila Manusya Janmajar. Those who have taken birth in Bharat Bhumi, in Bharat, in country, the India, those who have taken birth there, Manusya Janmajar. That means you must make your life a success by realizing God, by self-realization. Janma sartha kari kara para upakar. Not only you should make your life a success, but you must do para upakar. You must uplift other people and spread Krishna consciousness to them. So human life, as we all know, is meant for self-realization. Per Vedanta Sutra, it is said, Athato Brahma Jidnyasa. We must undergo the process of self-realization in this human birth, because it is what it is meant for. Srila Prabhupada gave a bit of a resistance to Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur initially. He said, yes, we will spread the mission of Krishna consciousness all over the world, but first we must become free from the British rule. We must become independent. And then Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur famously said, Krishna consciousness is so important. Krishna consciousness is so urgent. Krishna consciousness is so powerful that it does not need to wait for a change in Indian politics. Srila Prabhupada said, I was defeated, but I was happily defeated. The spiritual master's instructions can never be denied, but the spiritual master's instructions may be delayed due to certain circumstantial factors, some situational factors. Srila Prabhupada's were delayed because of some circumstances. He had a 6-month-old baby, he had a family. So there was a little delay in his process. So Srila Prabhupada, 43 years later, in 1965, he left India, and we all know the historical journey that he underwent on the Jaladuta ship to come to the West. Even to this day, when we think of how Srila Prabhupada at that age traveled in a cargo ship all alone, our minds spin and our hearts stir. Can you imagine how old he was, and he was traveling all alone on a cargo ship? He suffered 2 heart attacks. He was suffering from seasickness. He lost appetite. He was having headaches, dizziness, and vomiting. And in the midst of all that, on August 20th, 1965, it was Janmashtami. Prabhupada celebrated Janmashtami on the ship. He cooked some nice prasad with whatever little ingredients he had, and he distributed it all to the crew members in the ship. And he spoke a few words about Krishna, enlightening them about Janmashtami. Srila Prabhupada, while he was on the ship, he used to write a diary. And in the diary, he wrote, he said that today the ship is plying very smoothly, and today I am feeling separation from Vrindavan. He said, I am feeling separation from my lords Sri Govinda, Gopinath, and Radha Damodar. He said, only thing that is bringing solace to his heart was reading Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, in which he said, I'm tasting the nectarine of Lord Chaitanya's pastimes. He said, I have left Bharat Bhumi just to fulfill the instructions of my spiritual master. But I have no qualification. Prabhupada is saying that. Prabhupada is saying that out of his humility. Saying, I have no qualification. But I have taken this mission just in order to fulfill the spiritual master's instructions. He says, I depend fully on his mercy, far away from Vrindavan here. So during the voyage, Srila Prabhupada would sometimes come out on the deck. He would come out on the ship deck and he would look at the beautiful ocean, he would look at the sky, and he would be constantly thinking of Vrindavan Dham. He would be thinking of Chaitanya Charitamrita, and he would be thinking how he is going to execute his mission of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada Thakur. So he was all the time contemplating while he was on sea. The ocean voyage on Jaladuta in 1965 was very calm. Initially he had a little bit of seasickness, rough path, but later on the Atlantic became very calm. The captain said never in his life had he experienced such a calm Atlantic crossing. Srila Prabhupada said the calmness was because of the mercy of Krishna. He actually wrote it in his diary. He said if the Atlantic would have shown his usual face, Prabhupada said perhaps I would have died. But Lord Krishna had taken charge of his ship. That's why Prabhupada was saved. And then on September 17th, 1965, Srila Prabhupada arrived on Boston shores, Commonwealth Pier. It was on that day when the holy name arrived on the shores of the Western world for the very first time. All because of the grace of Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. And I thought today that let us read from His Holiness Satsarup Maharaj's account of Srila Prabhupada arriving in America. So if you can please share that. Ramesh Ogan Mataji, can you read please? Can we have another mic? You can take this mic.
Hare Krishna. Excerpt from Srila Prabhupada Lilamrit, Volume 1, Chapter 12. After a 35-day journey from Calcutta, the Jaladuta reached Boston's Commonwealth Pier at 5:30 a.m. on September 17, 1965. The ship was to stop briefly in Boston before proceeding to New York City. Among the first things Srila Prabhupada saw in America were the letters A and P painted on a pier-front warehouse. The grey waterfront dawn revealed the ships in the harbour, a conglomeration of lobster stands and drab buildings, and, rising in the distance, the Boston skyline. Prabhupada had to pass through US Immigration and Customs in Boston. His visa allowed him a 3-month stay and an official stamped it to indicate his expected date of departure. Captain Pandya invited Prabhupada to take a walk into Boston, where the captain intended to do some shopping. They walked across a footbridge into a busy commercial area with old churches, warehouses, office buildings, bars, tawdry bookshops, nightclubs, and restaurants. Prabhupada briefly observed the city, but the most significant thing about his short stay in Boston, aside from the fact that he had now set foot in America, was that at Commonwealth Pier he wrote another Bengali poem entitled Margine Bhagavad Dharma, teaching Krishna consciousness in America. He signed it as follows: signed, the most unfortunate, insignificant beggar, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami, on board the ship Jaladuta, Commonwealth Pier, Boston, Massachusetts, USA, dated 18 September 1965. He was now in America. He was in a major American city rich with billions, populated with millions, and determined to stay the way it was. Prabhupada saw Boston from the viewpoint of a pure devotee of Krishna. He saw the hellish city life, people dedicated to the illusion of material happiness. All his dedication and training moved him to give these people the transcendental knowledge and saving grace of Krishna consciousness, yet he was feeling weak, lowly, and unable to help them on his own. He was but an insignificant beggar with no money. He had barely survived the 2 heart attacks at sea. He spoke a different language, he dressed strangely, yet he had come to tell people to give up meat eating, illicit sex, intoxication, and gambling, and to teach them to worship Lord Krishna, who to them was a mythical Hindu god. What would he be able to accomplish? Helplessly he spoke his heart directly to God. I wish that you may deliver them. I am seeking your benediction so that I can convince them. And for convincing them, he would trust in the power of God's holy name and in the Srimad Bhagavatam. This transcendental sound would clean away desire for material enjoyment from their hearts and awaken loving service to Krishna. On the streets of Boston, Prabhupada was aware of the power of ignorance and passion that dominated the city, but he had faith in the transcendental process. He was tiny, but God was infinite, and God was Krishna, his dear friend. On the 19th of September, the Jaladuta sailed into New York Harbor and docked at a Brooklyn pier at 17th Street. Srila Prabhupada saw the awesome Manhattan skyline, the Empire State Building, and like millions of visitors and immigrants in the past, the Statue of Liberty. Srila Prabhupada was dressed appropriately for a resident of Vrindavan. He wore kantimala, neck beads, and a simple cotton dhoti, and he carried japamala, chanting beads, and an old chadar or shawl. His complexion was golden, his head shaven, shikha in the back, his forehead decorated with a whitish Vaishnava tilak. He wore pointed white rubber slippers, not uncommon for sadhus in India. But who in New York had ever seen or dreamed of anyone appearing like this Vaishnava? He was possibly the first Vaishnava sannyasi to arrive in New York with uncompromised appearance. Of course, New Yorkers have an expertise in not giving much attention to any kind of strange new arrival. Srila Prabhupada was on his own. He had a sponsor, Mr. Agarwal, somewhere in Pennsylvania. Surely someone would be here to greet him, although he had little idea of what to do as he walked off the ship onto the pier. I did not know whether to turn left or right. He passed through the dockside formalities and was met by a representative from Travelers' Aid sent by the Agarwals in Pennsylvania, who offered to take him to the Scindia ticket office in Manhattan to book his return passage to India. At the Scindia office, Prabhupada spoke with the ticket agent, Joseph Forrester, who was impressed by this unusual passenger's Vaishnava appearance, his light luggage, and his apparent poverty. He regarded Prabhupada as a priest. Most of Scindia's passengers were businessmen or families, so Mr. Forrester had never seen a passenger wearing the traditional Vaishnava dress of India. He found Srila Prabhupada to be a pleasant gentleman who spoke of the nice accommodations and treatment he had received aboard the Jaladuta. Prabhupada asked Mr. Forrester to hold space for him on a return ship to India. His plans were to live in about 2 months, and he told Mr. Forrester that he would keep in touch, carrying only 40 rupees cash which he himself called a few hours spending in New York, and an additional $20 he had collected from selling 3 volumes of the Bhagavatam to Captain Pandya. Srila Prabhupada, with umbrella and suitcase in hand and still escorted by the traveler's aid representative, set out for the Port Authority bus terminal to arrange for his trip to Butler. Hare Krishna.
So Srila Prabhupada arrived at Boston Commonwealth Pier. So we pray that as Srila Prabhupada walked the world, gracing the earth with his lotus feet, spreading bhakti, we may in some way be able to contribute to spreading Krishna consciousness. There's a beautiful book called Madhurya Kadambini, and Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur addresses a question in that to many devotees. They ask the question that how is it that I ended up in Krishna consciousness and many of them who are all around us have not ended up in Krishna consciousness. We all have this question, right? How come I am in Krishna consciousness but hey, my neighbor is not Krishna conscious? Or hey, my friend is not Krishna conscious. In my school, no one is Krishna conscious. Maitri? What is the difference between us who came to Krishna consciousness and them? Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur addresses this $64 million question. How do we even begin devotional service? He says, Adav Shraddha, that is, firm faith. In the beginning, one develops firm faith. But then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that why is it that some people develop faith and some people don't develop faith? Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is having actually a conversation with himself and he himself is going to give the answers. So he says that by some good fortune, some people develop faith and by some misfortune, some people don't. Are you all satisfied with this answer? The next question will be, where does the good fortune come from? If the faith comes from good fortune, where does this good fortune come from? So then he offers another answer. He says that maybe the good fortune comes because in the past lives, a particular soul has performed many pious activities, lot of charity, lot of tapa, lot of austerities. So many things he has done. Maybe he has developed good fortune because of that. Then Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says that I don't think that this is the answer. He's talking to himself and he's going back and forth. Because how can something material create something spiritual? Devotional service is spiritual, bhakti is spiritual. But all of the other things which were just mentioned are material. Then he says, I know the answer, that faith comes from the mercy of Krishna. Krishna is the source of everything. Therefore, naturally, to begin with the devotional service, the seed of bhakti should come from Krishna. But then Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, no, because in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says, Sammoham sarva bhuteshu name dveshosti na priya. He says, Krishna says that I envy nobody. I do not discriminate. I am equal to everyone and I make no distinctions. So if this is the case, then how can the seed of bhakti, which is coming from Krishna, not be in everyone? Right? But everyone doesn't seem to be having the seed of bhakti in this case. If Krishna is equal to everyone, the seed of bhakti should be in everyone. Everyone should be beautiful bhaktas, pure devotees. Or at least getting there. But that is not the case. So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, I know that it is not coming from Krishna in that case. Then where is it coming from? He says that it is coming from the devotees of Krishna. Bhakti is coming from the devotees of Krishna. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya Leela, it is said, Krishna Bhakti Janma Mula Haya Sadhu Sang Krishna Prema Janmete Ho Puna Mukhya Ang. Krishna Bhakti Janma Mula Haya Sadhu Sang. This means the root cause of devotional service to Lord Krishna is association with advanced devotees. Krishna Prema Janmete Ho Puna Mukhya Ang. And then it is said, even when one's dormant love for Krishna consciousness is awakened, association with devotees, advanced devotees, is still the most essential factor. The Acharyas say that the mercy of the devotee is like that of the needle, and the mercy of Krishna is like that of the thread. As soon as the needle pierces, then the thread follows. So as soon as the mercy of the devotee is pierced in our heart, then the flow of bhakti follows because of the mercy of the devotees. But then Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, yes, this is correct. The mercy, the seed, the faith, the beginning of everything in devotional service is given by a devotee. But then he says, there's one more truth which is more deeper than this. Does anyone know? Does anyone know there's one more truth more deeper than this?
I think it's a mercy from Lord Nityananda.
Yes, it's partially correct.
And Lord Radhabhava.
So Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur says, what is it that impels a devotee to give people the faith? What is it that impels a devotee to give people bhakti? He says, the bhakti in their own heart, the heart of a devotee, the bhakti in their own heart impels a devotee to go out and spread this all over the world. And therefore, the final conclusion given by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur to this question is that he says that bhakti creates bhakti. Bhaktya sanyataya bhaktya. Bhaktya sanjat was Bhakti Vedanta. What is the meaning of Bhakti Vedanta? That one who has realized that devotional service to Lord Krishna is the culmination of all knowledge. So in his humility, Srila Prabhupada, he wrote a very beautiful poem on September 18th in Boston. In his humility. In that poem, he writes, Bhakti nai Veda nai Nama khuba dharo Bhakti Vedanta nam Ebe sartha koro. Srila Prabhupada is saying, Bhakti nahi. He's saying, I have no devotion. Veda nahi. He's saying, I have no knowledge. Nama khuba dharo. He's saying, but I have strong faith that the holy name of Krishna will save me. Bhakti Vedanta Nama Ebe Sartha Koro. He's telling Krishna that I have been designated as Bhakti Vedanta. And now, if you like, you can fulfill the real purport of Bhakti Vedanta. So Srila Prabhupada is saying this in his humility. Now we may sing in the kirtans, we may do japas, we may do bhakti shastris, we all have done bhakti vedanta, bhakti vaibhav, and we may think, oh, we know it all. And then we look in the mirror, we look at ourselves and say, oh, I'm bhakti shastri, I'm second initiated, I know, I'm doing bhakti vaibhav course. But how much have we actually realized it? We have not realized it. So Srila Prabhupada is asking us to think and pray like this, that he's reminding us that even if we don't have devotion and even if we don't have knowledge, Naam will save us. Kalau nasti, eva nasti gatir anyatha. In this age of Kali, there is no other alternative other than chanting the holy names of the Lord. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. So Srila Prabhupada is giving us hope that even if we don't have anything, we should have firm faith in the holy name. So Srila Prabhupada was so full of bhakti that he inundated the whole world with Krishna consciousness because of this devotion to Krishna. Such a heart full of compassion. So sometimes when we look at our lives, we may think that it is very difficult to practice spiritual life. We may find it very difficult to deal with devotees. One time, one devotee told Srila Prabhupada, Srila Prabhupada, I just cannot tolerate this devotee anymore. And Srila Prabhupada looked at him and Srila Prabhupada said, you have to tolerate him because I am tolerating you. So it's not easy. There are doubts, there are difficulties, there are difficult situations that we have to encounter. But if we have a strong connection with Srila Prabhupada and that deep gratitude for what he has done for us, that he took so much trouble, he has sacrificed so much for us, then we must always think that I must not leave Iskcon. I must be here. How can I be grateful for what Srila Prabhupada has done for me? Then this connection with Srila Prabhupada will always save us. Always remember Srila Prabhupada when things are not going for him. So on days like this, like 17 September, it is a great opportunity for us to redirect ourselves and recognize what someone has done for us. When we want to show gratitude for somebody, there are 3 levels in which you can show gratitude. The first level is to recognize that someone has done something for us. What is the first level? The second level is to constantly remember what someone has done for us. What is the second level? And the third and the most highest level of gratitude is to reciprocate with what someone has done for us. So people may recognize Srila Prabhupada's sacrifices, people may constantly remember what he has done for us, but the deepest type of gratitude is to reciprocate in our lives back to Srila Prabhupada what he has given us and the whole world. And so this is really the greatest offering we must give to Srila Prabhupada, reciprocation, the third level, the deepest level. We have time, we have energy. Krishna has given us a beautiful family, a beautiful Krishna conscious community here. This is a great opportunity to embody some of Srila Prabhupada's compassion and try to share this knowledge with others. And so we think that somehow I don't seem to be having that compassion. I'm hard-hearted. I don't have compassion for others. I may have compassion for myself, but I'm not having compassion for others. So we must remember that great devotees have compassion for 2 main reasons. First reason is because they are constantly seeing people suffer around themselves. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Janma Mrityu Jara Vyadhi Dukkha Doshanu Darshanam. Now if I tell you to go and take darshan, you will go to a temple and take darshan of Krishna. But in Bhagavad Gita, Krishna says that saintly people, they take darshan in a different way. They take darshan every day around the world and they see the sufferings of the people. They are constantly seeing people suffer. And because they are seeing people suffer constantly, they develop compassion. Compassion arises within their heart. Why? Because they are great devotees. You see, some people are apathetic. They don't realize that people are suffering at all. They are too busy enjoying themselves. Some people are sympathetic. Some people realize, yes, I see this person is really suffering, a lot. But they are there and I'm here. Sympathetic. I sympathize with them. But a devotee is neither apathetic nor he sympathetic. A devotee is empathetic. What is empathy? Is they feel sorry when they see people suffer and they want to do something for them. That is empathy. Para dukha dukhi. A devotee is para dukha dukhi. This is a very amazing terminology. It means experiencing someone else's suffering as though it were your very own. That is para dukha dukhi. So Srila Prabhupada embodied the highest level of compassion because he was seeing everyone suffer around him. One time, Srila Prabhupada was in Australia. He was going in the morning at 6 o'clock. He was being taken for a walk to the park. So there was a sannyasi who sat with him and they were going to drive to the park. So at 6 o'clock, when the car hit the road, they encountered a traffic jam. And the sannyasi who was sitting next to Srila Prabhupada, he looked at the traffic jam and said, "Thank God I don't have to work and drive and get into this ruckus of material life. I am so happy here as a sannyasi. I don't have to travel and work." And as soon as he was thinking this, Srila Prabhupada looked at him and Srila Prabhupada asked him, "Why is there so much traffic at 6 o'clock in the morning?" So that sannyasi told him, "Prabhupada, in Australia, people live very far away from their workplace. So they have to get up really early in the morning and travel at 6 a.m. and travel one way, 1-2 hours and then back by evening." So when Srila Prabhupada heard this, the sannyasi noticed that there was a tear coming out from his eye. And Srila Prabhupada said, "Why are they working so hard? For what are they working so hard?" That's when the sannyasi realized. He said, that is the difference between my thinking process and Srila Prabhupada's thinking process. The sannyasi was thinking, "Oh, thank God I don't have to work and travel and earn money and go on the roads." But Srila Prabhupada saw the suffering of the people and he was feeling the pain. It is the pain that Srila Prabhupada experienced for us. That was his level of compassion. The second reason a devotee, great devotees, saintly devotees have great compassion is because they are simultaneously seeing Krishna. They are constantly in touch with Krishna. They are experiencing the bliss of Krishna consciousness. It's always said, always remember Krishna and never forget Krishna. It's very hard to do this. Only Uttamadhikaris, very high-level devotees are able to do this process. So Prabhupada was so compassionate. He was such an elevated soul that he was constantly in touch with Krishna. That's why he would see nothing else but Krishna. And he was experiencing the bliss of Krishna consciousness. And he was feeling that I want everyone to experience this same bliss that I am experiencing. He wanted to give it to everyone. That's why he was compassionate. And therefore, when we look in our hearts, we don't feel that same level of compassion. Because we are not seeing the suffering which Srila Prabhupada saw, and we are not even seeing Krishna. So, how will this compassion arise in our heart if we are not seeing Krishna and if we are not seeing the suffering around us? How will this compassion arise in our heart? We have seen the compassion exhibited by Srila Prabhupada. Keeping that as an example, we should always think that I should help in whatever little way I can in Srila Prabhupada's movement. But the devotees are becoming compassionate not by their realization, but they are becoming compassionate by seeing that the acharyas who came before us in this movement have exhibited so much compassion that just to please them, we must do our little part in whatever little way we can. And that is how we can help Srila Prabhupada and his efforts in being successful. So this is all I wanted to share about Srila Prabhupada's arrival. And I want to thank all of you all, and I hope and wish in your own little way you all are able to help spread this Krishna conscious movement, which is Srila Prabhupada's gift to us. And with deep gratitude we remember him on the day he arrived to United States and gave us this holy name and this beautiful temple of Radha Madan Mohan, Gaur Nitai and Jagannath Baldev Subhadra. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. If anybody has any corrections or comments, yes. I'm not able to answer this question. I'll defer this to Radhabhava Prabhu. Sorry.
Hare Krishna. Shri Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namah. Hare Krishna. As Radhabhava Devi was quoting Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur that Bhaktya Sanjayate Bhaktya. In Adi Leela of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita purport, Srila Prabhupada writes, Bhakti is not a product of this world. Bhakti does not belong to this material world. Bhakti is in the spiritual world. But when a Nitya Siddha Bhakta like Srila Prabhupada, like Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, they come to this planet, in their heart they are carrying Bhakti, which is not available in the material world. Just like water, pure water is not available in the desert. Krishna Prem, pure Bhakti, is not available in the material world. But the pure devotees from the spiritual world bring it with them. And from their heart, this Bhakti, which belongs to the spiritual world, is given to us. The Nitya Siddha can give Bhakti to the Baddha Jeev. But Bhakti is always a free choice. So Bhakti has been given, but whether to accept it or not is the choice of the individual Jiva at all time. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur was explaining from Madhurya Kadambini that those devotees who are willing to receive that mercy will develop Shraddha initially. Adav Shraddha, first Shraddha comes. Because of Shraddha we go in satsang and we do sadhu sangha. When we hear from sadhus, they give us bhajan kriya, start chanting 16 rounds, follow 4 regulative principles, come for Janmashtami, join this Bhakti Vriksha. So they give instructions for bhajan kriya. From sadhu sangha we get information about bhajan kriya and then we start bhajan kriya. We get that first neem beads and we start chanting our first Hare Krishna Mahamantra. When bhajan kriya starts, anartha nivritti starts. And then the journey goes to nishtha, to ruchi, to asakti, to bhav, to prem. Now the question is, who will get that shraddha from the pure devotee? And that depends on how much Bhakti Poshak Sukrati we have accumulated. Bhakti Poshak Sukrati means Sally Agrawal. She doesn't know the greatness of Prabhupada. Suddenly a guest comes who wants to cook in her kitchen, live in the YMCA and cook in the kitchen. And she opens the house. He wants to give classes and asks her, can you call some of your friends, some neighbors? I want to give a class in the evening in your house. Okay, Swamiji, I will call a few friends. I want to spread Krishna consciousness. Okay, let me call the local newspaper in Butler, Pennsylvania. Let's see if they can publish an article about you, and gets published. It becomes a launching pad for Srila Prabhupada. By someone who doesn't know anything about Krishna consciousness. She doesn't know who Mahaprabhu is. She doesn't know what is a Nitya Siddha Bhakta who is staying in her house. But somehow she assisted Srila Prabhupada at a critical moment. That is her Bhakti Poshak Sukrati. It is Sukrati, but it is not mundane piety. It's not ordinary Sukrati. It is Bhakti Poshak Sukrati. It is pious activity which is going to nourish her Bhakti. And such a person like Sainya Agrawal in the future will get Shraddha. Another example is we are having Rath Yatra in downtown Atlanta. People are having a good time there. They don't know anything about Krishna consciousness. You go and hand them Jagannath Prasad in the form of dry fruits. And they are having a good time. They just eat it. They see Jagannath, they take darshan of Jagannath. They don't know what is happening. But you just planted. You became an instrument in planting the seed of Bhakti Poshak Sukrati. Just by coming and taking darshan of Jagannath, maybe clapping, jumping few times in Kirtan, eating some Mahaprasad dry fruits. That is Bhakti Poshak Sukrati. If you see someone on the road who is hungry and you give him a bread, give him some biscuits, that is Sukrati. It is not Bhakti Poshak Sukrati. It is pious activity which will take you to heaven. It is pious activity which will give you good health. It is pious activity which will give you material success, as Radhabhava was mentioning. But these material credits cannot lead to something spiritual. Fake money in Monopoly board game cannot be used in Walmart to buy grocery. It's fake money. So ordinary pious activity is like fake money. But when you look at Jagannath in Rath Yatra, you clap your hands in Harinam Sankirtan, you eat some Krishna Prasad unknowingly, you unknowingly help a devotee, like the Agrawals did to Srila Prabhupada when he arrived. That is Bhakti Poshak Sukrati. That will plant the seed of Shraddha. In the future, when someone will call you, come for satsang, you will go. You will appreciate Kirtan. You don't know why you are attracted. You don't know what is so good about these devotees. And you will ask, I want to beat back. I want to chant. Because now that Bhakti Poshak Sukrati has fructified. That person will become a devotee. Therefore, our Krishna consciousness movement is meant to give untouched Baddha Jivas, conditioned souls, an opportunity at Bhakti Poshak Sukrati. Come for self-discovery course. You will hear some jokes, you will see some PowerPoint, but you will do some Kirtan. And you will be given some Krishna Prasad. Your Bhakti Poshak Sukrati will start. When this Bhakti Poshak Sukrati, pious activity that nourishes your Bhakti, will accumulate, one day it will fructify. Just like you plant a seed, nothing is going to happen immediately. Small sapling will come, it will grow into a mango tree. 2-3 years, nothing will happen. No mangoes will come. And then suddenly one summer you will see mangoes. Everyone, where did they come from? Yes. It was meant to happen. So when Bhakti Poshak Sukrati increases at critical point, Falibhut, it will fructify. And then the person becomes a devotee. So therefore our duty is to give people a chance at Bhakti Poshak Sukrati. It may be assisting a devotee. Prabhu, can you host? Some devotees are coming for Paniyati, Rath Yatra, we need host. Can you host in your apartment? Can you host in your house? Can you drive? Can you do this seva on Janmashtami? Take some prasad. Can you read this book? Can you come with me on book distribution? All these activities are Bhakti Poshak Sukrati. And Iskcon, if you see, is constantly giving people in general a chance to engage in these activities. Take some prasad, participate 2 minutes in some kirtan. They will chant Hare Krishna Mahamantra, their bhakti starts. So this is the thing. We have to give enough Bhakti Poshak Sukrati to people so that when they get that seed of Shraddha, they will come to Sadhu Sangha, where they will get information about Bhajan Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, it will lead them to prema. But at the end of the day, it will always be their free choice. If they offend devotees or they criticize, then that Shraddha may never develop in them.
So in case of Srila Prabhupada, was it by chance that she got that Bhakti Poshak Sukrati?
In Srimad Bhagavatam, 10th canto, Maharaj Muchukunda, he offers a prayer to Lord Krishna. And he says, Bhavapavarga, that verse starts like that, Bhavapavarga. Maharaj Muchukunda tells Krishna that when the time comes for a jiva to become liberated from this world, he meets a devotee. when the time comes for a bhava apavarga, when a time comes for a jiva to get liberated from this world, he will encounter a devotee. So in commentary to that, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur in the 10th canto, in his Tika, in his commentary, he writes, when the time comes for a jiva to be liberated from this world, he will meet a pure devotee. Which means the time for the liberation of the jiva is the cause of sadhu sangha. Means sadhu sangha is dependent on the correct time for that particular jiva to become liberated. Which means sadhu sangha is subservient to the right time. He said, this is nonsense. This cannot be true. How can sadhu sangha be subservient to sahi samay par hoga, to the right time? He says, no. This is adishayukti. This is such an exaggeration by Srila Shukadeva Goswami that the meaning is when a person meets a pure devotee, his liberation is almost guaranteed. Therefore, Srila Shukadeva Goswami is writing it ulta. He is writing it the other way. That when the time comes for a jiva to become liberated, he will meet a devotee. Which means if a person meets a devotee, his liberation is guaranteed. Like that. So, what caused Sally Agrawal to get the association of Srila Prabhupada? There were so many people living in Butler, Pennsylvania. Prabhupada went only to Sally Agrawal. This all depends on one's Bhakti Poshak Sukriti from before. If one has done enough Bhakti Poshak Sukriti, then one will get sadhu sangha. Then one will get the opportunity to serve the sadhus. Therefore, our business, and that only Krishna knows, who has how much Sukriti. Muchukunda got darshan of Krishna in the cave when he was sleeping. What was his Sukriti? Well, previously he had served the devotees a lot. He had risked his life for the devatas, who are all devotees. So who has done what in the past, that we don't know. Our job as Prabhupada Bhaktas is to give maximum opportunity to people to do something that will nourish their bhakti. Give them opportunities for Bhakti Poshak Sukriti. But who has done what, who has not done what, that only Paramatma knows. A Jivatma cannot know what is the background of Dhritarashtra had killed 50 birds or 100 birds, blinded one bird. That nobody knows. Only Krishna knew that. So Krishna knows the backstory. We only know the front story. So our job is to participate in Krishna's plan. Krishna's plan is Chare Dekho Tare Kaho Krishna Upadesh. Amara Kya Guru Hai Tara Hidesh. So that's what we should do. Those who are fortunate, those who have enough Bhakti Poshak Sukriti, they will take up. Those who don't have, they will not take up. Prabhupada preached to billions of people. Only 10,000 become devotees. So that is, yes, Hare Krishna.
Just missed that. Thank you so much for a nice explanation. I just missed the little point. What was the, how you said, what is the ordinary piety and the Bhakti Poshak Sukriti? You know, Samanya Sukriti and Bhakti Poshak Sukriti. Yes.
So Sukriti means pious activity. Pious activity is of two types. There is Prakrit Sukriti, ordinary material piety, means doing charity, being kind, giving some donation, helping somebody, building a dam, giving somebody water in the summer. That is Sukriti, it is good. It will lead to economic development, it will lead to good health, it will lead to yash, success, fame. But it cannot take us to Krishna. It will keep us in the material world. But the other type of Sukriti is Adhyatmic Sukriti or Aprakrit Sukriti. Aprakrit Sukriti is spiritual pious activity, which means eating prasad accidentally. Here, Lakshman Ram Prabhu is organizing some picnic and there they are doing kirtan. Other people are having their picnic, but they hear Lakshman Ram Prabhu's kirtan. Just by hearing Krishna Nam, yan nama shruti matrena puman bhavati nirmala. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is said, yan nama shruti matrena puman bhavati nirmala. A person becomes nirmal, pure, just by hearing the holy name. And when people are doing Nam Sankirtan, so many people who are not yet devotees are getting a chance to hear the holy name. So that is Bhakti Poshak Sukriti. That is Adhyatmic Sukriti. That is eternal. Neha Vikarmana Ashvasti Pratyavayana Vidyate. So like that. Is that okay, Prabhuji? Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai.
Hare Krishna. So let's give a round of applause for Radhabhava Mataji and Radhabhava wonderful Prabhupada glorification. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki. So we have our Sunday sponsor. We have Srinath and Sri Kumar. If you are here, please come forward to do the mini arati. Krishna Sharan Prabhu and family. If you are here, please come forward. Arun and Kavita Mataji. If you are here, please come forward. And then we have Kusha Krishnan and family. Kusha Krishnan and family. If you are here, please come forward. Then we have Jayanti Balaram Prabhu and family. Please come forward to do mini arati.
Srila Prabhupada ki Harinam Sankirtan ki Jai Shri Radhe Shyam.
They are doing this Sunday feast. So his father name is Rajay, and their mother name is Vajramna, and son name is Vijay. Krishna Prabhu, please come forward. So they want the blessings for the departed families from all the Vaishnavas. So can you pray for them? So let us raise our hand and we chant one time Hare Krishna for these wonderful families. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So Krishna Sharan Prabhu and his good wife, they are very beautiful devotees of Iskcon Atlanta, and they have been serving this temple for many, many years. And they are direct disciples of His Holiness Gopal Krishna Goswami Maharaj. Hare Bol. And they are very dedicated, even though he looks very ill health, sometimes health is not good, but still he comes and he always tells me, can I go and wash the parts for the deities? And he goes in the kitchen and he washes the parts. Every Sunday or Ekadashi, whenever he comes, he does that seva so nicely. So this attitude of service, according to Rupa Goswami, that if you do it in a humble way, then Krishna accepts that service. That's why in the Rupanuga, in our Rupanuga ashram, our Rupanuga Vidya, we trained that the devotees are trained how to become a servant of the servant of the servant of Vaishnava. And that's what Mahaprabhu appreciates very much. And Mahaprabhu says, Gopi Bhartu Padakamalayo, Dashasmi, Dashasmi, Dashasmi. I am the servant of the servant of the servant of the Master, Lord Krishna. We cannot serve directly. We serve through the media. We serve through the other Vaishnavas. Just like you cannot approach Krishna directly, you have to approach through Srimati Radhabhava. So like that. So when Vaishnava, when you are given a seva, and you accept the service as anugatta bhajanam. Rupa Goswami used this word anugatta. Anugatta means to become the servant of a Vaishnava or a pure devotee of the Lord. And then Krishna accepts that service. So Krishna Charan Prabhu and his wife, they have this beautiful quality of a Vaishnava, how to serve. Anybody says something, they'll do it. So that is the humble mood that they have. So it's very much appreciated. Let's give a round of applause for this wonderful devotee. They're actually praying for their families, departed father and mother and the son. I think the son picture is here. And they're requesting that all the devotees to pray for their ancestors, or for the parents who has passed away and his son, by honoring the prasadam. And let us chant one time loudly by raising our two hands to the deities and to all the Vaishnavas. And chant Hare Krishna one time loudly. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you very much, Krishna. Arun and Kavita Mataji. Arun and Kavita Mataji, they are actually sponsoring partially Sunday feast for today, and they are actually praying for their ancestor who passed away, because this is a particular Pitri Paksha month, or it is a month for Shraddha this month. Then there are many people are doing Shraddha, and according to Pindo Upanishad, it says that anyone who does Shraddha in this month, even if the karma is what to talk about the devotees, they will go to Pitriloka. They will go to Pitriloka, and this Pitriloka is ruled by Jamaraj, the superintendent of death. So if you maintain Shraddha ceremony, then your family tradition goes on. Otherwise, if you don't do Shraddha, then after some time the family tradition breaks up. So that's why this Shraddha ceremony is recommended. But Prabhupada says in the 7th canto of the Srimad Bhagavatam that the Shraddha is also can be done in the temple. All the temples that Prabhupada built, it is a place of tirtha. And any family can come here and do their Shraddha ceremony. And this will be as good as doing Shraddha ceremony in Vrindavan or Mathura, or you can, or Dwaraka, Haridwar, or even Gaya. So these temples are so potent, Prabhupada's temples. So Prabhupada said, but we don't do Shraddha only in Ekadashi Day. Prabhupada said because Ekadashi Day, then you can offer grains to the Pitri Purusha. So you don't do. So Prabhupada is recommending that we should not do Shraddha ceremony on Ekadashi Day. You can do on other days, but Ekadashi Day is prohibiting not to do it. So they are actually asking prayers for their ancestors. So can you pray for their ancestors by raising hand? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Kushagra Sen and family, are you here? I don't think so. He told me. Okay. Kushagra Sen sponsoring Sunday feast for blessings of all the Vaishnavas. He just wants all the Vaishnavas' blessings. And he's feeding all the Vaishnavas. And he said, please make sweet rice. So we made a nice sweet rice. So let us pray for Kushagra Sen and family for their wonderful seva to Radha Madan Mohan. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. You want to say something?
Hare Krishna everyone. So, thank you. So actually, like couple of months back, my dad passed away. So in the remembrance of him, I thought that I should do this. And as a matter of fact, tomorrow would have been his 64th birthday. So that's like a cherry on the top of the cake. So yeah, thank you so much.
So now we have a birthday celebration. Srinath and Srikumar, are you all here? Please come with your family. They are celebrating birthday for Anandita and Aradhana. And they are actually twins and girls. So can you pray for them also? Yes? Please come forward. So we're going to chant happy birthday to Anandita and Aradhana. We'll do it together. So they are celebrating a birthday together, so we have also cake for them. And they are praying to the Lord and the Vaishnavas that both the daughter remains a devotee of Krishna. Can you pray for them? Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we'll chant happy birthday to Anandita and Aradhana. Did you get it? Aradhana. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday Anandita. Happy birthday Aradhana. Happy birthday to you. Hare. Please raise your hand. Till your hand towards them. Krishna Krishna Hare Hare. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Rama Rama Hare Hare. Haribol. So we'll chant 3 times Haribol, then you cut the cake. After you chant Haribol, you can cut the cake. So chant Haribol. 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 So there.
Jai Shri Krishna. So I am feeling blessed to be here today and celebrating my daughter's birthday. So they had they've turned 11. So I'm really happy to be here along with all the devotees. And this is the first time we are celebrating their birthday this way. Hare
What kind of blessings they like? What kind of blessings they want? What kind of blessing you all want from the devotees? Let's see, come. Come on, speak up. Say it.
Say Hare Krishna.
What kind of blessings you want from the other devotees?
Krishna devotee.
You want to become a devotee of Krishna? That's the praise you want? Okay, they want to become a devotees of Krishna. Let's pray for these wonderful kids. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Thank you all very much. Hare Krishna. So as we heard from Radhabhava Mataji, how Prabhupada, he came to this part of the United States, and many temples they have celebrated Prabhupada's arrival in North America. So it's a very wonderful way to celebrate Prabhupada's arrival in North America, because if you wouldn't come here, then we would not be here. So we have to very much be grateful to Srila Prabhupada and appreciate the service that he has done by coming to the US. Prabhupada, when he came, he said, I didn't come here for any material things. He didn't come for any technology or anything. He didn't come for money, but he came here to give you something, and that is Krishna consciousness. So that was the biggest achievement that the West could have by coming Srila Prabhupada here, that the world has got Krishna consciousness. So let's chant one time loudly, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we have a very few announcements, then we'll go for prasadam. We have 12th October, you can pencil those dates. These dates are very special, they have a special program. And if you are coming to the temple, you can pencil those dates so that you can come and you can take off from your work and you can come for this special occasions or program that is going to take place in certain dates. The 12th October we have Saturday's Ramachandra Vijay Utsav. We don't do much, but if you want to do on your own place, you can do it, but temple don't do so much about it, but you can all come and chant Hare Krishna here in the temple also. And then on the 13th we have Sunday, it is Pashankusha Ekadashi. So next, I think on the 13th of October is the Ekadashi. And then 17th Thursday is Damodar month begins. Haribol. Jai Damodar Vrata ki. Damodar ki jai. And then the Damodar month also ends on 15th November. 15th November. So on this 17th to 15th November, 17th October to 15th November, the temple generally every year organizes home program, and also many of our congregation, they also organize home program during the time of Damodar month. So if you're really interested to do home program during the month of Damodar, so you can come and see me, or you can see Adhikada Prabhu, or you can see also our Chittavijay Prabhu, he's also here, and we can give your names and we'll make a schedule and we'll come and do. It can be very simple. You don't have to arrange elaborate. If you can do it, that's fine. But if you cannot, you can have very simple. You just come. It can be done during the daytime or also in the evening. During the daytime also we're having it, and during the evening, I know every year we get like almost 20 to 30 programs in different homes. But before we used to get more, but now because so many congregations also doing home program, so they're also doing it. So temples are organizing it. So if you want to do it, then please come and see me, and we'll give your names and the phone number and the date that you want to do it. Please put the date also, so you can come and have the program in your home. The program goes. You can, if you have a Damodar picture, it's fine. If you don't have it, we'll carry it. We'll take it from the temple, and we'll just do little kirtan. There will be Deepadan, and if you can make some arrangement for prasadam, you are most welcome to do that also. And then on the 5th of October, we have Super Saturday, the first Saturday of the month, that is dedicated to Srila Prabhupada in our temple. And we invite everyone to come and offer Arati, Pushpanjali to Srila Prabhupada. And then we hear from Srila Prabhupada. And then by 8 o'clock we'll have Prasadam. It starts at 6 and finishes by 8 p.m. So there will be a Guru Puja, there will be Prabhupada lecture, and then there will be a Mahaprasad for everyone. And then this is the last year announcement. Kirtan festival is coming up. It's on 20th, 21st and 22nd of December. So this is the annual Kirtan festival. Generally it takes a very bigger way. This year we're trying to do this Kirtan festival outside. So we're going to have a tent, we'll have a stage, and we'll have all kinds of arrangement there. But provided if the devotees come forward and help this festival. So generally, this festival has got also a lot of expense, because any festival we have a lot of expense. So this is an annual Kirtan festival. So I'll just read to you, and if you feel like to do any seva for this Kirtan festival, you can come and see me. I'll be sitting at the table. You can come and see me, and these are like flowers. We do like a little bit decoration for the flowers. Then we have audio rental, decoration. Then Friday dinner is there. Saturday dinner, breakfast is there. Saturday lunch is there. Then Saturday dinner, Sunday breakfast, Sunday lunch, Sunday dinner. And then there is also some expense for prasadam tent and kirtaniyas. We are bringing a lot of kirtaniyas from different parts of the world. They will be coming here and they will be doing kirtan here. They are coming from Vrindavan, some are coming from Europe, some are coming from North America, different places, different state. And then I think there are some devotees coming from all the way from South America also. So this will be a very big kirtan for 3 days. You don't have to do nothing. Just come here, chant, take prasad and be happy. That's it. So this is called kirtan, chanting, dancing and be happy.
Hare Krishna.
Sorry.
Hare Ajamil Prabhu from Canada, Amalla Harinam from Alacho and his group, from Alacho group. And Amalla Kirtan Prabhu, he original from Brazil. He stay now in Austin, Texas. He also coming. And Bhakti Anastasia Mataji, she live now Savannah, but she origin from Russia. And Keshav Prabhu, there are 3 brothers, I think last year who attended here, Kirtan, you know the 3 brothers. They from Keshav, Madhav and Govinda. Vasudev and Govinda, they from New York. Ochuta Gopi's nephew, there. And Chokrini Mataji may be coming, we try to contact from Europe. Maybe she coming. Then please help us. We need help. Also, 15, end of Kartik, we have a big, huge program here. We guess 200 to 300 people to devotee will come. Then please join with us. And I have a 3 big Damodar program. One is October 19, October 24, and November 9th. The November 9th, Amallo Harinam and his group is coming. And whole month, Ajamil will be here. So if you interested program with Ajamil Babu, please contact with Sadashan Babu. Hari Bol.
Hare Krishna. So these are the update for our programs. So you can pencil those dates. So you can take off your time. You can come and associate with devotees. Take part in Kirtan. And there are different other festivals also coming up. There will be Govardhan Puja coming up. So there are so many festivals. So you can enjoy spiritually in all those festivals. So last, I will just make an announcement that we have a Back to God magazine, and these magazines are complimentary for the monthly members or the donors of Iskcon Atlanta Temple. So if you are here, so we don't have to send you by mail, you can come here and collect from the book table outside. Thank you. Hare Krishna. So now please come for the final darshan, and the prasada will be served outside.